All right, everybody, welcome back to another deep dive with yours truly.
And me?
Today, we are looking at some pretty shocking poll results coming out of Iowa,
Yeah.
and we're going to unpack those numbers, look at reactions, and also see how those results have kind of shaken up the election betting markets.
Absolutely.
So if you're into any of that stuff,
Yeah.
make sure you hit like, subscribe, leave a comment,
All that good stuff.
all that jazz.
So,
So Iowa, right?
Yeah.
Historically, it's been,
pretty red.
yeah, a Republican stronghold.
Right.
You know, Trump won it pretty easily in 16 and 2020.
Easily. Really?
But we got this new Des Moines Register / Mediacom poll
Mm.
conducted by Ann Seltzer.
Ooh, now she's a name. You know,
Yeah.
when you hear Ann Seltzer, you know that it's going to be
She's like the Iowa pollster.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
the Iowa Oracle, one might say.
So this is really interesting because her poll shows
it shows.
Kamala Harris
Yeah.
leading Trump,
47 to 44.
which is wild.
Which is wild. And, this is the same Ann Seltzer that predicted Trump's victories in Iowa, both in 2016 and 2020.
Right. So she knows what she's doing.
She's got a good track record.
Yeah, she has a good track record.
Yeah.
So how did Trump
Mr. Trump.
take this news?
Well, in true Trump fashion, he hopped on Truth Social,
Oh, here we go.
called Ann Seltzer a Trump hater, called the poll heavily skewed.
Classic.
And he also added a little cherry on top. I love the farmers,
Oh,
and they love me.
ooh, targeting a key demographic there.
Oh, absolutely.
That's smart.
Iowa, huge agricultural sector.
Yeah, so he's I mean, it sounds like he's trying to reassure his base.
I think so. You
Yeah.
know, I think it's a reassurance play. Remember, Iowa's caucuses are first in the nation.
Right.
So that state carries a lot of weight.
Huge.
Especially in the primaries. And, Trump, we know he connects with those rural voters.
For sure.
I mean, he's got that kind of persona down pat.
Yeah.
So this is him shoring up that support.
Yeah, trying to, kind of counter.
Counter-programming.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
little bit.
So it wasn't just Trump that was,
The warpath.
yeah, that's pushing back. His campaign was doing the same.
Oh, yeah. They were out in force. Let me tell you. They called the Des Moines Register poll a bluff.
A bluff.
Straight up, they pointed to a different poll done by Emerson College that showed Trump leading by 10 points.
Okay.
Senior advisor Jason Miller called it an idiotic survey.
Woof.
And Charlie Kirk, co-founder of Turning Point USA.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's around. He claimed the data was fake and just a tactic to suppress turnout.
Wow. So they are not holding back at all.
No, they are coming out swinging.
So we have Trump, we have his campaign, but Ann Seltzer is standing by her methodology.
Absolutely. Yeah, she gave a statement to Newsweek
Okay.
and emphasized that her methodology is the same one that she used to very accurately predict Trump's victories back in 2016 and 2020.
Yeah.
Which makes this whole thing even more interesting, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because it speaks to a bigger point about transparency in polling, which is especially crucial in our current political climate.
Right.
With so much distrust and misinformation flying around, being open about your methods is so important to maintaining that public trust.
For sure.
Yeah.
So this whole, saga has kind of gone beyond the political sphere, right?
Oh, yeah. It's making waves.
It's having a ripple effect what's happening over in the election betting markets.
Well, since the Des Moines Register poll dropped, Trump's odds of winning have plummeted.
Really?
Yeah, and it makes sense, right? Those markets, they're all about reacting to shifts in public perception to new data. And the fact that these odds have moved so dramatically,
Yeah.
it really shows you that people are taking this Iowa poll seriously.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
I mean, just to, give this a little more context, a Harris win in Iowa would be the first Democratic presidential victory in the state since 2012.
It would be huge.
Yeah.
And Iowa is often seen as a bellwether state.
Right.
And if it flips, it could signal a much larger trend.
And have an impact on other swing states.
Exactly.
So just to recap here, we have this really surprising poll from a super respected pollster showing Harris ahead of Trump in Iowa.
Yep.
Trump and his campaign are not happy about it.
They're fighting back hard.
But it's already having a real impact.
Real impact in those betting markets, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fascinating stuff.
Yeah, it really does make you think, what would a Democratic win in Iowa mean for the overall presidential race?
Right. What would it mean for the future of the Republican Party?
Lots of questions to think about.
Lots of questions.
So that is our deep dive for today. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments. Could Iowa actually flip?
Yeah, tell us.
Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more insightful deep dives.
We'll see you in the next one.
See yas.